Ever wondered if historic leaders had a goofy side to them? Or perhaps they had peculiar habits that'll make you chuckle. Imagine for a moment Napoleon Bonaparte in a hula skirt, or Queen Elizabeth I with a rubber ducky collection. Sounds ridiculous, right? But you might be surprised to learn that some of the world's most influential figures had their own idiosyncrasies. Well, buckle up, history buffs, because boy, do we have some rib-tickling facts for you. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the laugh-out-loud world of historic leaders and their quirks. Now, let's start off with Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers. But did you know he was also a founding father of the air bath? Yep, old Ben loved to sit around in his birthday suit for an hour or two each morning, reading or writing, believing it to be a health benefit. Quite the sight for the early bird, I must imagine. Next up, let's talk about Queen Elizabeth I. Now, this monarch was known for her love of sugar. So much so that by the time she hit 50, her teeth had turned completely black. But instead of hiding her dental disaster, she flaunted it. After all, sugar was expensive and black teeth were a status symbol. Talk about making the best out of a bad situation. Now let's fast forward a few centuries to President Lyndon B. Johnson. This man had a peculiar way of asserting dominance. He'd hold meetings in the bathroom while, well, attending to nature's call. Talk about a power move. And who can forget the eccentric Emperor Nero of Rome? This man had a passion for music and the arts. So much so that during the Great Fire of Rome, instead of sending help, he played his fiddle. Now that's what I call being in tune with your passions. Lastly, let's talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. Now you might think this man was all about war and conquest, but he had a soft spot for his wife Josephine, so much so that he'd ask her not to bathe for days before he came home. Apparently, he found her natural scent, shall we say, intoxicating. So who knew our historic leaders could give us such a good laugh, right? And there you have it, folks. A side of history that textbooks forgot to mention. We've journeyed through time, unveiling the quirks and eccentricities of leaders past. From hilarious habits to peculiar preferences, these anecdotes serve as a reminder that even the greats had their oddball moments. After all, history isn't always about the battles and treaties. It's also about those laugh-out-loud instances that make us all human. Now don't be stingy with these fun facts. Share this video with your friends and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear which fact had you rolling on the floor laughing.